The world is louder than ever. Everyone wants a reaction, from news headlines to social media drama, from family pressure to personal failure. But here's the truth. Not every storm deserves your thunder. Emotional detachment isn't coldness, it's control. It's the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't let chaos decide their peace. While most people react, detached people respond. And that difference between reacting and responding is where real strength lives. If you've ever been called too calm, too quiet, or too distant, maybe it's not that you don't feel deeply. Maybe it's that you finally learned to protect your energy. When chaos strikes, an argument, a betrayal, a failure, your first instinct is to feel everything. Your emotions take over. Logic fades, and you spiral. That's natural, but it's not helpful. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop bleeding for things that don't deserve your peace. It's saying, I can acknowledge what's happening, but I won't drown in it. When you create emotional distance, you gain perspective. You stop reacting from pain and start responding from clarity. And that clarity is power. Your brain evolved to survive, not to stay calm. When something feels threatening, even emotionally, your body reacts as if you're in danger. Heart rate rises, muscles tense, adrenaline spikes. That's why small problems feel massive. A harsh comment feels like rejection. A delayed message feels like abandonment. It's your survival brain hijacking your logic. But here's the truth. Most modern threats are emotional illusions. They don't require a fight or flight, just awareness. The moment you realize that, your emotions start obeying you, not the other way around. People often confuse detachment with numbness. Disconnection is apathy, a wall. Detachment is awareness, a window. When you're disconnected, you feel nothing. When you're detached, you feel everything, but you choose your reaction wisely. You can love without losing yourself. You can care without collapsing. True detachment is emotional maturity. It's not escaping feelings, it's mastering them. When you detach emotionally, your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, stays active. That means you think clearly while others panic. You make better decisions, avoid emotional traps, and stay focused on what matters. Deep breathing, mindfulness, and reframing your thoughts reduce the intensity of the amygdala, the emotion center. This isn't philosophy, it's neuroscience. Calm people aren't born that way. They train their nervous system to stay steady under pressure. In a world addicted to overreaction, calmness looks like power. People trust those who don't lose control easily. Leaders, negotiators, and even emotionally intelligent friends all share this trait, composed energy. The moment you stop overreacting, you become unpredictable in the best way. No one can manipulate you. You don't give people the satisfaction of getting to you, and that is emotional dominance disguised as serenity. Not every situation calls for emotional detachment. Detach from drama, but not from empathy. Detach from overthinking, but not from reflection. Detach from chaos, but not from humanity. The goal isn't to become emotionless, it's to become emotionally wise. Detach from outcomes you can't control, but stay connected to the process. Detach from people who drain your peace, but hold on to those who bring you growth. Every religion, every philosophy, Buddhism, Stoicism, Sufism, teaches detachment in some form, because attachment breeds suffering. When you cling too tightly to things, people, success, approval, you hand them the power to control your mood. Detachment doesn't mean giving up, it means giving space. It means trusting that what's truly meant for you doesn't need to be chased, only aligned with. And when you reach that stage,
peace becomes your default state. The hardest detachment is from people. You want to help, you want to fix, you want them to understand. But sometimes love means stepping back, not stepping in. You can't heal someone who enjoys their pain. You can't save someone who refuses to swim. Detachment here means loving without control, caring without ownership. When you let go, you stop trying to force growth and allow life to teach its own lessons. When you detach emotionally, you stop wasting mental energy on what's irrelevant. You focus better, think deeper, and perform higher. Detachment is mental minimalism. It clears the clutter in your mind. That's why top athletes, CEOs, and spiritual leaders all share this ability. They don't chase every thought. They choose what deserves attention. And that's what makes them unstoppable in chaos. 1. Pause before reacting. A few seconds can save hours of regret. 2. Ask, will this matter in 5 years? 3. Breathe. Slow, conscious breaths lower your cortisol levels instantly. 4. Observe. Don't absorb. Be a mirror. Reflect. Don't retain. 5. Respond only when calm. Silence is a weapon when used wisely. Practice these daily, and slowly your emotions will begin to work for you, not against you. Every time you attach your peace to something external, a person, outcome, or object, you hand over control of your happiness. You become a puppet to situations. True peace comes when you realize you can't control the waves, but you can control how you surf them. Over-attachment leads to anxiety. Detachment leads to freedom. And the irony is, once you stop clinging, life flows smoother. True emotional mastery isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about choosing not to react immediately. When chaos hits, most people's first instinct is to respond, defend, argue, or explain. But those who practice emotional detachment know that silence often speaks louder. The power of non-reaction comes from recognizing that your peace is worth more than proving a point. Each time you pause before reacting, you reprogram your nervous system to prioritize peace over chaos. Remember, calmness is not weakness, it's emotional intelligence in motion. One of the hardest lessons emotional detachment teaches is discernment, knowing when to care and when to step back. You can love deeply, but still not allow someone's chaos to become your own. You can work hard, but not attach your worth to outcomes. Detachment doesn't make you cold, it makes you clear. You start realizing that peace isn't the absence of emotion, it's the alignment of emotion with wisdom. You begin to choose your battles, protect your time, and walk away when peace costs too much. After consistent practice, emotional detachment stops being an effort, it becomes your nature. You stop taking things personally. You stop chasing validation. You stop fearing uncertainty. You start seeing life as a river, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy, but you remain the mountain beside it, still, present, at peace. The moment between what happens to you and how you respond defines your peace. That tiny pause, often just a few seconds, is where emotional detachment lives. Most people react instantly because they're slaves to impulse, but those who master the pause become observers of life, not victims of it. In that space, you regain control over your words, your energy, and your state of mind. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. The pause becomes your shield, calm, silent, and wise. And with each pause, you grow stronger than the storm around you. When you detach emotionally, people start noticing something different. Your peace becomes magnetic. You stop chasing validation because you already own your calm. You no longer need to prove anything. Your energy does the talking. Emotional detachment turns chaos into clarity, anger into awareness, and stress into silence. That silence is power, because the one who can stay calm in fire can lead others through it. You become the steady light in a world full of noise, and that's the real strength most people never master. Anyone can be loud in chaos. Few can stay silent. Anyone can panic. Few can pause. Detachment is the highest form of emotional intelligence. It's the art of staying kind in cruelty, composed in conflict, and grounded in uncertainty. When everyone else is breaking, you bend, and that's why you don't snap. So don't mistake your calm for weakness. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows peace is not found in control, it's found in surrender.